Thank you, Ceann Comhairle, and thank you, Deputy O'Callaghan, for sharing your time. Mr Justice Peter Charleton summarises that a rape allegation was conjured out of nowhere. When the mistake was discovered nearly a year later in 2012 or 2014, when Maurice McCabe was even better known, the person who made the mistake, did all she could to rectify it. It was given continued life, notwithstanding her efforts because of startling inefficiencies within social services. In consequence, serious upset was caused to Maurice McCabe and his wife and family because the rape allegation took on a life of its own, and it resulted in a letter from Tusla being delivered to his household accusing him of a rape offence that no one had ever laid against him. What is profoundly worrying in this Tusla failed on 2 times. They failed in 2006, firstly, when they failed to carry out a credibility assessment, and they also failed to interview McCabe. Secondly, in 2013, when Ms D attended the HSE counselling, during which she reported the alleged incident to the counsellor. The counsellor typed a report of this incident into another report that she had used to detail an incident reported by another client. The result was a jumbled written report that included details and names from both Ms D and Ms Y's allegations. To an attentive reader, it would have been obvious that there was considerable discrepancies in the document, and it seemed to involve 2 different clients. This famously became known as the cut and paste error that resulted in a rape allegation being made against Sergeant Maurice McCabe. Of course, over the tribunal, efforts were made to understand the system used by the HSE and later Tusla to handle child protection cases. Essentially, the system was based on measuring the pressure, whereby high priority and urgent cases were handled immediately. An example was given in the report of a child being kept in a cage at home. For all other cases, medium or low priority cases, files were transferred to a physical filing cabinet in the Cavan premises. When a social worker had free time, or he or she went in and plucked it out. According to some social workers, there was a system of chronologically in terms of seriousness. According to others, it was totally random. The tribunal is satisfied that there was no system in place. Aside from the ramifications for the Maurice McCabe case, this is shocking incompetences on the part of Tusla. In the absence of a proper system to handle child protection cases, files can be left indefinite periods of time, and low priority cases may be held and seen ahead of medium priority cases. All of this is a result, in addition, harming being perpetrated against children, insofar as it can result in Tusla's failing to act on lives, case sensitive in timely fashion. As I see time is running out, I have a number of questions that I would like the Minister or the Taoiseach, the Minister for Children and Youth Affairs or the Taoiseach to answer. And I want to know, are they happy, are they comfortable with Ireland's child protection services? The Tribunal of Inquiry is a fact-finding body and is not for it to oversee any reform or changes on foot of its finding. Implementation of changes on foot of the conclusion of the report is a matter for the Government, and we hope that steps will be taken without delay to implement and reform. Would the House not agree that it's time that we had a branch and root review of Tusla? It's not all about a shortage of social workers. It's not all about managers. It is about balances and checks. It's about responsibility, accountability, and it's also about protecting vulnerable children. But it's also about protecting the claimants.
Thank you, Deputy.
Before I finish, and it is obvious from reading this report that the system is broken in Tusla and it needs review. Thank you.